Okay, so this morning I'm going to show a bit of a demo of the or the oplog exporter. Uh, this is a follow-on to the overview that's currently out there the on the README. So I have three terminal windows here. The first one I'm going to connect to our remote Mongo. If you want to know what that is, let me give you a quick overview again of the oplog app JSON in the Etsy directory. Here we have the configuration for the HTTPS server that interfaces with Mongo or with the oplog exporter. Then we have a source and a target. This is where the data is coming from. This is where the data is going to. The target is our local, which I'll be putting over here. The source is a remote machine, which is running TLS configuration, replica set configuration. So this, you can see the form here. This is a very simplified form, as opposed to the form here for doing a TLS connection with certificates, etc. So let me connect. So I've connected to the remote or source machine, and let me authenticate into it. As you can see, it's a replica set. It has one primary and two secondaries. Let's show the databases. We have three, that normal admin local, and then we have our test oplog. So let's use that one. Let's see, there should not be any collections in here currently, and there aren't. There's just the system indexes. Then let's connect to our local database. Doing an RS status over here, since this is a real simplified environment. We have the standard, single node replica set showing just a single primary. Let's start the Mongo export up. We're just going to start it, but we'll start it two different ways. We'll start it first without any debugging turned on. Just so you can see just the simplified version of the console logging that's supplied, and we provide both the remote, our source argument, and our local argument, our target argument. Let's fire it up. It does dump by default some information, so it'll give you a timestamp, and then it dumps essentially, the arguments that were passed in along with the environment variables. So now let's actually do something. Here. Let's insert a record. So we inserted a record for John Doe with an address, and we see the operation in the oplog export came in as an insert operation, which is correct. So this then is forward this insert into this database has caused an event to occur using the Mongo oplog 2.1.0, and the Mongo exporter then picks up that information and does a subsequent call over to here. So we should have the same database here. Let's show collections. Yes, and we have our demo database that has been created now. Just to simplify on here, we see the object came over here to prove definitively that it's actually working. Let's insert another record for Jane. She lives just next door, and we should see that her record pops up. So we have a Mongo exporter that actually works. It seems to function properly. We have never seen any issues with it with respect to connectivity, but from time to time errors can occur. So let's throw a signal at it and shut down the HTTPS server along with the export, and let's turn on debug. Hold on. Let's just turn all debug on, And now you can see that we have debug for each one of the functions within inside the Mongo exporter. Let's create another record to show what kind of records you're going to see. Let's see if we can insert a record for Billy Doe, who lives with his mom. And now you see the additional debugging records coming out showing the operations that are actually going on inside, along with the console log that comes out by default. And let's just make sure. And Billy does show up over here. So I guess to keep it short, that's the demo. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much.